Hi, I'm Reine.
I'm Johan.
And I'm Matthias.
And I'm Gustav. Dungen people. Swedes. I think it's hard as I don't know. The songs are probably more like maybe it's more solid songs, shorter songs, but then it's not that collage kind of thing that maybe was on Ta det lugnt more like. But at the same time, there is instrumental tracks and there's this very long song on the new album as well. So I don't know. Hopefully it's better, gets better and better, evolving the music, the songwriting. So, but it's hard to say any differences. I don't know.
So how did it come together?
Yeah. Very like fast actually. It started like a year ago. We came home from a tour and took 1 month of like not doing anything with music, and then started to collect all the IDs and we started to record in January, and I was mixing in May, so it was done in a few months. So it's pretty new for us all. Now it's a difference from where it used to be. I used to have like an idea for a song, and the very same day I recorded the song, like the final song with like drums and everything, no demos or like no thinking, just recorded it. Now it's like I get ideas and then I put together like a song, and then I wait like couple of weeks, play it around and see if it's changed, and then we record ground takes. So it's like I think the songs maybe has more time to change now than it used to be. So for me as a songwriter, it's very special because it's I have learned through these years that my opinion is also second. I don't know, when I meet people who has, a stronger... Speaking of the live shows, that's a good example. When we have done a show and we never agree. It's always like, we had the best shows ever and he had not. Or like... And that's the thing, you can go off stage and like, oh, that sucked. And then you meet people and like, that was so good, it was awesome, I love that. Then that's true. I mean, it's the listeners' right to like, you can't. I mean, you also like when you listen to like old bands like who has been around for 30 years and has long careers. Hey, why don't you play anything from the first record? Why don't you use that old tape echo anymore? Because we're like looking forward. That's. But it's you have some kind of responsibility for those who listen, of course, and what their opinion is, but it's like you said, it's very personally, and like the songs, I don't know.
We don't play anything from the first album, for instance.
No, we don't.
And it's so good, that album. I love that album. Sorry. I love that album. It's amazing. But I understand Gustav also, but it's a crazy good album.
Thank you. For me, it's what psychedelic means is something that carries you away. Like but that means good music and good art or whatever that makes you forget about everything and just be inside your impression. That's psychedelic for me. So that could be so much different stuff. It could be music-wise. I think jazz is totally psychedelic, and scratching is the most psychedelic instrument. Or I mean, improvised music, classical music is like.
But then it gets into like a Smurf word, and everything is psychedelic.
Yeah, but you see what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
But maybe it's the listening, the event of listening. I mean, if you are turned on some hallucinogenic drug, I'm not saying that I do that, but I have in the past. But I mean, it changes and open up different parts
But
of
is
your
is
impression of things.
Is the thought then to if some music or art would be psychedelic, that would produce the same experience as the drugs? So you'd have like a healthy substitute for mind traveling.
But that's so individually also, like some person maybe really get carried away in another way then. I mean, there is no generally like this is psychedelic. I mean,
No.
There are some influences in the way we play together that come from the so-called psychedelic era.
I think a lot of people wants your music to be be psychedelic. But yeah, this awesome psychedelic band, and you play psychedelic, and it's psychedelic, psychedelic all the time. And some on the last record it's pop and rock songs also. Yeah.
but if they're good and they're mind blowing, then it's psychedelic for me.
Yeah.
I stick to that.
Spiritual.
Yeah,
That's
I agree
it's my
with that.
opinion. That good music, I don't know. Yeah, like music or impressions that makes you forget about, and just makes you get into it. That's for me. It's psychedelic. Makes you feel something.
Music makes you cry. It's really psychedelic for me. Yeah.
Crying.
We can all agree that a psychedelic experience is highly personal.
Yeah.
It differs from person to person.
And vice versa.
And vice versa. And whatnot.
Enough said.
Yes. Word.